Listen, most men spend their lives chasing the wrong kind of love and they don't even realize it. They think if they text more, care more, wait longer, try harder, eventually she'll wake up one morning and want them back. They believe effort equals desire. But here's the truth, no one likes to swallow. You cannot message your way into her heart. You cannot convince a woman to miss you with consistency, comfort, or availability. If she never had to wonder where you went, she never had a reason to think about where you could be. And that hits deeper than most men admit. Because what really hurts isn't that she doesn't reply. It's that you kept showing up hoping that would be enough. You made yourself present, reliable, predictable. You became the one thing the human brain is built to ignore: certain. So before we even talk strategy, before we talk timing or psychology, you need to understand this. You didn't lose her because you weren't good enough. You lost her because she never had to fear losing you. Sit with that, because once it lands, everything else changes. A woman doesn't miss what she never had to reach for. That's the core of this, not emotion psychology. The human brain is wired to crave what feels uncertain, what feels valuable, what feels like it could disappear. It's the same reason we chase limited editions, why we want what's rare and overlook what's always in front of us. When you were always available, always saying yes, always replying instantly, her brain never had to question your presence. There was no scarcity, no tension, no anticipation, and without anticipation, there is no desire. Think about it like this. Water means nothing until you're thirsty. Warmth means nothing until you're cold. Attention means nothing when it's endless. She doesn't ignore you because you're unimportant. She ignores you because your presence became predictable, familiar, safe. And safe doesn't create longing. Desire is built on contrast, on the possibility of loss, on the fear that what you want might slip away. Until she feels distance, space, the unknown, her mind has no reason to wonder where you are. And that's why she doesn't miss you, yet. When a woman pulls away, most men do the exact thing that destroys attraction. They chase, not because they're weak, but because they're wired to fix what feels broken. It's instinct. A man sees distance and his mind says, "Close the gap." He sends longer messages, checks her story, waits for the typing bubble like oxygen. He tries to be nicer, more available, more understanding, hoping effort will bring her back. But here's the paradox most men never see. The more you pursue, the more she retreats. Not because she hates you, but because you're chasing signals need, not value. It tells her, "I need you to choose me so I can feel worthy." And nothing kills attraction faster than a man abandoning himself to earn someone else. Masculine energy isn't about pursuit. It's about presence, direction, self-respect. You don't win her by running toward her. You win her by standing still, unshaken, unneedy, unbent. If chasing makes her comfortable, then stopping is what makes her think. This is where everything flips, where the dynamic shifts from you seeking her to her noticing the space you leave behind. Attraction doesn't grow in presence, it grows in absence. And absence isn't silence, it's strategy. When you step back, you're not disappearing out of anger or ego. You're creating contrast. You're letting her nervous system register something she never had the chance to feel before the possibility of losing you. At first, she might not react. She might even think she doesn't care. But the brain hates unfinished patterns. And when the notifications stop, when your name isn't at the top of her story views, when your attention is no longer guaranteed, curiosity starts whispering, "Where did he go? Why isn't he watching? Who has his attention now?" You're not punishing her. You're allowing reality to breathe. Because presence says, "I'm here if you want me." Absence says, "I won't wait if you don't." And that subtle difference changes everything. The moment she feels space, she becomes aware of it. The moment she loses your attention, she starts valuing it. And the moment she realizes you can walk away, she finally wonders why she didn't hold on. This is not manipulation. This is gravity. A man who can leave becomes a man worth staying for. Now let's move from understanding to execution. Because knowing the psychology means nothing if your actions don't reflect it. This is the 6-week reboot, built to shift power, rebuild attraction, and reclaim your self-worth. Week 1, full disconnect. Cold, clean, no half measures, no texting, no watching her story, no subtle likes. You're not punishing her, you're resetting the dynamic. Your silence should speak more confidently than your words ever did. Week 2, identity rebuild. You don't sit at home waiting. You lift, you read, you work, you sleep like a man with purpose. You focus on becoming someone even you admire, not to impress her, but to recognize your own value again. Week 3, controlled visibility. Not attention seeking, not flexing, just presence. Post progress. Gym, work, friends, life. No captions like moving on that screams insecurity. Your vibe should say, I'm busy building. Week 4, social proof and new circle. Add new environments, especially mixed social settings. Not to provoke jealousy, but to signal abundance. A man with options isn't desperate, he chooses. Week 5, the curiosity phase. By now, she expects you back, but you don't return. This is where her mind starts drifting. Why does he look lighter, happier? Who's he with? Your silence has turned into presence inside her head. Week 6, the re-entry window. If she reaches out, you reply, but slowly, calmly, like a man with direction. If she doesn't, you don't chase. You elevate. The goal isn't just to make her miss you. It's to become a man she would miss even if she never expected to. Here's where most men fail the test. They disappear, but they don't evolve. Silence only works if it's backed by growth, presence, and energy. Absence gets her attention. Improvement keeps it. You want her to feel something she never felt before. He's not waiting. He's rising. And nothing amplifies that more than social proof, the subtle evidence that you are valued, respected, wanted by the world around you. Start building a life that reflects masculine momentum. Community nights out, teamwork, brotherhood. Men who walk alone survive. Men who walk with purpose attract. Mission passion projects. Career focus. Discipline. Show direction. Show ambition. A man with goals is harder to forget. Physical presence, fitness, style, posture, eye contact. Let your appearance tell a story of a man who honors himself. Feminine proximity. Done right. Not flaunting women. Not posing for jealousy. Just letting your life show that you are socially desired without saying a word. Because here's the truth. Women aren't drawn to men who want attention. They're drawn to men who command it. When she sees you thriving, laughing, progressing, not bitter, not broken, not waiting, a switch flips. You stop being the man who chased. You become the man she can't stop watching. Not because you need her, but because you finally chose yourself. Desire isn't just attraction, it's memory. And the most powerful kind isn't logical, it's sensory. If you want to linger in her mind long after you're gone, you have to anchor yourself not through texting, begging, or proving, but through experience. Through feelings, through triggers her brain can't erase. Every relationship leaves imprints. A scent, a song, a joke, a place only two people understand. These aren't memories, they're neural anchors. And when they resurface, they bring you back with them. Choose one signature. A cologne she can identify in a crowd. A phrase only you say. A song you once shared that hits differently at 2 a.m. You don't remind her of these, the world does. Randomly, unexpectedly, internally. And that's the beauty of it. You're not pushing yourself into her thoughts. Her brain is pulling you in involuntarily. Because longing isn't created by presence. It's created when the past collides with the present. One memory, one scent, one note of music, and suddenly she's back in rooms you used to occupy, wondering why it still feels like you're there. If you've played this right, there's a moment when her curiosity turns into presence, a view on your story, A like a hey at midnight, a comment she never used to leave. This is where most men crack. They rush in, over-reply, reopen the chase. Not you. When she returns, you don't sprint forward, you walk. Slow, calm, grounded, like a man who chooses, not a man who waits. Here's the framework. Step 1. Soft entry. If she reaches out, reply short, warm, but not eager. No paragraphs. No, I've missed you so much. Just presence, controlled and self-contained. Tone, I'm open, but I'm good. Step 2. Conversation seed. After a day or two, drop something light, curious, future-focused. Not the past. Not the breakup. Not validation seeking. Ask about her growth, her goals, her life. Because attraction is built forward, not backward. Step 3. Attraction rebuild. If the energy stays mutual, propose a meetup, not as a plea, but as an exploration. Let's grab a coffee. I'd like to see who you've become. Frame it like two evolving people, seeing if their paths still align. Because the goal isn't to win her. The goal is to see if she's worthy of the man you became. If she leans in, you lead slowly. If she hesitates, you don't chase. You are no longer a man trying to be chosen. You are a man who chooses. Here's the part men avoid but need the most. Sometimes she won't come back. Not because you failed, not because you weren't enough, but because life is movement, and some stories aren't built to return. And that's where the real test begins. If your growth was only to win her, you'll break. But if your growth was to become someone you respect, you'll rise. You see, absence is a doorway. She may walk through it, or she may stay behind it. But you move forward regardless. Because a high-value man never pauses his life waiting for permission to continue living it. Maybe she was a lesson. Maybe she was a mirror. Maybe she was the spark that forced you to wake up, level up, and stand up for your worth. But read this slowly. If she doesn't come back, the loss isn't yours. You became stronger, more grounded, more intentional. You didn't just try to win her, you learned to win yourself. And that's a victory no departure can erase. So, now you see it. Her distance was never the enemy. It was the mirror that forced you to become a man with presence, purpose, and self-worth. Whether she returns or not, you didn't lose, you evolved. You turned absence into gravity. You turned pain into power. If this message hit you deeper than you expected, drop a comment with, "I choose growth." Let's see who's ready to rise. And if you want more content like this, real talk, no sugarcoating, pure masculine psychology, subscribe, stay here, and keep sharpening your edge. The comeback isn't her return, it's your transformation.